Hi, welcome to Knauz Hyundai. My name's Peplow and I'll be your sales consultant today. We're going to be taking a test drive in our new 2020 Hyundai Palisade. Lots of great features to highlight for you today. Lots of great things to see inside and outside. Come on along, let's take a ride. Okay, so here we are in the new 2020 Palisade, Hyundai's newest flagship SUV. As we drive, I'm going to be highlighting some of the features on both the interior and the exterior of the vehicle. Let's start with the outside. Starting with the front of the vehicle, the first thing you're going to notice is the striking front headlamp designs. You'll see both a horizontal and a vertical design element used here. As we walk around, we're going to notice the integrated turn signals in the side view mirrors. You're going to see the 20-inch alloy wheels featured on both the SEL trim level as well as the limited trim level. The SE model will get a 19-inch wheel. All three designs are visually stunning and new for Hyundai in 2020. As we come around to the back, notice the new taillight design. Very striking, not only visually appealing, but eye-catching. As we open the trunk, 18 cubic feet await us behind the third row. As we fold down the third row of seats, we're going to increase our cargo capacity to over 46 cubic feet. As we fold down the second row, we're going to go to a whopping 86.5 cubic feet of storage space. What you're going to find when you open up the rear passenger doors are quite a lot of nice features that are unique to the 2020 Hyundai Palisade, including seat-mounted USB charging ports, conveniently located on the back of the front passenger seats, so that there's not a lot of cords dangling around on the bottom waiting for feet to get tangled up in them. There's a nice amount of cup holders for the rear seat passengers, 2 per person in fact. This particular trim level features second row captain's chairs. A second row bench seat is available. The captain's chairs offer a nice set of armrests. Of course they recline and they slide. The third row seats, while also being comfortable, also recline, a touch of a button. Third row passengers are also going to enjoy their own charging ports and their own climate control system. Rear seat climate control can be monitored by the driver and adjusted if needed. This limited trim vehicle features a new Napa leather trim. SEL and SE models also have available leather seating. In the limited trim levels, you'll also notice that the second row of seats are both heated and cooled, along with the front passengers. So as we open the driver's side door, you're going to notice that Hyundai has placed a lot of key controls right at the driver's fingertips. So of course I have my power window controls right next to me, but I also have my side view mirrors and my ability to lock and unlock the car. Also within my reach is going to be the ability to turn off the blind spot monitoring or to turn on the lane keep assist feature. I can also open the hatch here, adjust brightness, and kind of a nice location for the parking brake. It's electronically assisted. Of course, Hyundai is carrying over their tradition of putting excellent controls right here on the steering wheel. Pretty standard for Hyundai products, but they're all in a nice logical layout. And as I look at the dash, I'm going to be looking at a full digital display on this particular limited trim level. Fully digital speedometer, fully digital tachometer, lots of driver control features right in the center of the dash. With the available 12.3-inch full digital LCD instrument cluster display, you can have the option of the blind view monitor, which handily presents an image of what is in your blind spot on both sides of the vehicle. The view is activated when you turn the turn signal in either the left turn signal or the right turn signal. As I move across to the 12.5-inch display, again featured on the limited trim level, we're going to have a host of different features right at your fingertips. The good news is that all of this can be voice controlled. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, standard. Also available on the SEL and standard on the limited trim level is an intercom system. So I, as the driver, have the ability to talk to the rear seat passengers without turning around, without raising my voice, and then I can hear them as well. So the audio goes both ways. I don't have to yell, and they don't have to yell. As we move down, we're going to notice that most of our controls are going to be accessible with good old-fashioned buttons. You want to turn the volume up and down, and maybe you don't want to use the volume control that's located on the steering wheel. We can do it right here with a good old-fashioned dial. I can control my selections here by going through either the radio selection, media, that would be a connected device. We can seek and go through tracks all at a touch of a button. No need to dig through many digital menus to get to where you need to go. We're going to then go to our climate control. Pretty standard because it all makes sense. If it isn't broke, why fix it? What we did change, and new for 2020, they're new space-saving shift-by-wire automatic transmission controls. Our drive mode select is now a little bit easier to use. We can just turn the knob and go between eco to save fuel, comfort to give you the softest, most comfortable ride, or sport mode. We all know what that's for. There's also a smart mode, and the smart mode is going to give you kind of a little bit of everything and try to save fuel all at the same time. It's going to learn your driving habits. It's a nice feature. Over to the right, we have some buttons that are good for folks in different driving situations. It's going to be the downhill speed correction so that the car will not speed up as you go downhill. We're also going to have the ability to turn off the automatic stop-start feature. And then we're going to have our parking monitor, which is going to turn off the sonar that's in the back of the car. In this location, we're going to have heated seat control, ventilated seats on equipped vehicles. And we're also going to have a heated steering wheel button available on the 2 top trim levels. Moving in then, we're going to have some additional cargo space right here. Because we have such a smaller automatic transmission control, we've got a bigger box here to put stuff in. This is going to feature 2 cup holders as well as a wireless charging pad. Technically, it's called a G wireless charging format, QI, and that's available on all of our cars. Then we're going to go into our big cargo box here. So in the center armrest, there's going to be some really nice storage space here, good for small and large items alike. There's also going to be some power ports in there as well. First thing you're going to notice when you're test driving the new 2020 Palisade at Knauz is going to be the ride itself. I can choose my different drive mode using the dial control to vary or adapt my ride to whatever mood or whatever need I may have on the drive ahead of me. But the car drives like a dream. Very quiet in the back seats, quiet enough that I can hear people in the back seat without necessarily having to use the intercom system. It's smooth, it's easy to park, it's got one of the best turning radiuses among all of its competitors, and I'm saying among all of its competitors, meaning all 3-row vehicles. Luxury cars down to regular cars. This car turns and handles great. This is the best. Good in parking lots, good when you kind of make a mistake and realize that you got to turn around, and very crisp and precise driving, which is kind of what I need when I'm in such a rather large vehicle. It doesn't feel like a big vehicle, but I know there's a lot of stuff out there, and I want to make sure that I feel where this car is going at all times. So that's it, folks. The 2020 Hyundai Palisade. It's been worth the wait. Come on in to Knauz Motors, Lake Bluff, Illinois. Come and see me at Hyundai. My name's Ross Peplow, and I can be reached at 847-283-8210. Come on for a test drive. I guarantee you, you're going to love this car. Thank you.